Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Charlotte Hornets live. You already know what it is. It's about to go down as we speak. Lamelo Ball, MB1, the one of one, is back. He will be taking on the Anthony Edwards less Minnesota Timberwolves. Man, I thought we was gonna see Ant tonight, but clearly that's not the case. But it is what it is at the end of the day. You know that matchup between Lamelo and Ant Man, really, with any of his counterparts from that draft, is always popcorn. And it's unfortunate that we don't get the chance to see that tonight. Nonetheless, no matter who the hell is playing, Lamelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets must secure this W tonight. I told the people my only fear for the Charlotte Hornets is they start to stockpile losses, and that's what I don't want for Charlotte. Salute to all y'all that's in the building. We live right now. We moments away from tip off. There's a lot of things to discuss inside the NBA landscape. Right now, you do have a game underway. Pardon me. You got the Sacramento Kings. Um, they're locking horns right now. Um, but the Charlotte Hornets right now, they are in the front half of a back to back. This game right here is going to be tough, but I do believe that the Hornets can secure it. It's going to be interesting to see. Y'all let me know your thoughts, man, because shout out to Noble Knowledge. He said this is a must-win game tonight. I'm telling you, a lot of people starting to they want to play around with the must-win. The Hornets cannot continue to lose. So we could argue about, is it a must win? Is it early? No, they need to win. You can't keep having losses on top of losses on top of losses. And that's what I feel for Charlotte right now. I think that they are teetering. They are in a very vulnerable spot, in my opinion. If they don't wake up, they very well could be out of it. And nobody wants to see the Charlotte Hornets out of it. That's not what anybody predicted this upcoming season. Now, just because they don't have Ant-Man, you can't rule out Julius Randle. Julius Randle is still a force in this league. So what are we gonna see from Julius? Um, what's up with Miles Bridges? I think Miles Bridges versus Julius Randle should be a good game. Keyword, it should be. Let's see if they could, make that happen. But that's neither here nor there. It's a good game taking on right now. Like I said, you got the Kings, Bucks. It's a big clash going on in Milwaukee. Um, Relly says Melo got to stop getting in foul trouble. I could agree with that. I could totally agree with that. You know, um, a lot of teams, need to work on that, and a lot of star players. But Lamelo has been dealing with some turnovers here and there. And like I said, foul trouble. That's definitely a problem. But as we look, with the assist numbers, his assist numbers is through the roof. If you look at what LaMelo Ball is doing, playmaking wise, is no reason, is no accident why LaMelo is viewed as one of the elite playmakers in basketball. You seeing that firsthand. But Minnesota, this is a team right here. They made some changes and they found themselves back in the conference finals. They are in a spot that I very well am jealous of because I want the Charlotte Hornets to be in that spot. I want LaMelo Ball to be playing around like he's trying to get to the finals and playing in the conference final. That's what we want for LaMelo. But for whatever reason, we haven't had an opportunity to see that for LaMelo Ball. But like I said, it's all good. You know, Time will tell. Salute to all y'all that's in the chat right now. It's Flight Sports TV. We are moments away from tip off. Miles Bridges versus Julius Randle should be interesting tonight. These are two high flyers, two players that bring that intensity at the rim. And Julius somewhat, but I think that Miles Bridges could look at Julius and say, "Man, I could be like this." All jokes aside, why can't Miles Bridges be somewhat of a Julius Randle, if not better? So he needs to look at Julius tonight and see what's up. Because right now, I would say Julius is better than Miles Bridges. I think everybody would agree with that. And I don't know if it's coming defensively because Julius will give you some defense. He will buckle down a little bit. I'm not saying he's some lockdown defender, and he does go to the basket more. I would think he's even stronger than Miles Bridges. So all of these things bode well, for a guy like Julius Randle. Dex, we minutes away from tip off. What's your thoughts tonight on the Charlotte Hornets? Taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. What's the deal?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest on the streets. Shout out to the panel as it reaches its premium peak. Shout out to the chat and all of its cacophony spewing out of the cracks and crevices of Flight Sports Block. And majorly big ups to everybody pulling up. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And definitely hit that notification bell so you won't miss one iota of an exuberant experience. Once again, Flight, thanks for another opportunity to be integrated into the stream and invited onto your platform. The Charlotte Hornets right now, Flight, are where they are expected to be, playing under 500 basketball. When the Charlotte Hornets were the number 3 seed in the East and the number 6 seed overall in the NBA on the in the early onset of the season, that was unexpected. Now they are where they're supposed to be. Playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, they are 2-3. Minnesota Timberwolves have the exact same record like 2-3. And Minnesota is coming off a withering, devastating loss with Austin Reeves, who appears to be the new point guard that will be selected for the All-Star, hit a game-winning shot and left the Minnesota Timberwolves at their home bewildered, flustered, and flabbergasted. So Minnesota have to bounce back from that bizarre loss to the Los Angeles Lakers, who was out without their iconic superstar LeBron James and NBA superstar Luka Doncic. It was all Austin Reeves' play. So can Lamelo replicate the performance of an Austin Reeves, or can he even do better? I say Lamelo can do better. Um, I pin Lamelo at 33, 9, and 7. 33 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds tonight. Minnesota, regardless of a tandem or double dual fight that had 30 points, they had two players with 30 points or better against the Lakers, and they still lost at home. The rising star of Jaden Daniels, whose brother used to be a Charlotte Hornet, was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets. Jaden Daniels is a blossoming player on the rise in the NBA, and he will be the X factor tonight. Can the Charlotte Hornets tame Jaden Daniels? Miles Bridges will have to carry that caboose tonight and be represented as a second scorer in a dual threat in tonight's game Flight, or it's going to be a long night for LaMelo, Charles Lee, and the Charlotte Hornets.
Yes, absolutely. We don't want a long night for LaMelo Ball, Charles Lee, and the Charlotte Hornets. We need a big time W tonight. You brought up McDaniels. Is that the only player we need to worry about? Because I was bracing up for Julius. What's your thoughts on what Julius Randle could bring to the table? Because what you think about him?
Well, Julius Randle was the other half of that 30-point plus night against the Lakers in a loss. So Julius Randle is going to do his thing, especially without the assistance of an Anthony Edwards, who will be out due to injury. So Julius Randle is already counted as the star player. So you don't need to enhance or elaborate on Julius Randle to any extent, because he's a former All-Star. He's going to do what he's got to do. What I did was brought up an X factor, and that is Jalen Daniels. But Julius Randle, there's no need to explain what he can bring to the floor because we know Julius Randle is a tertiary threat, meaning third level threat. He can score from beyond the arc, in the mid range, and he can score in the restricted area fight.
Yeah, yes. Yes, most definitely. Julius Randle, like I said, he's a guy we need to be paying attention to tonight. That matchup with Miles Bridges is something that I'm looking forward to seeing. You know, a lot of people look at Miles as a player who is it's picking up the pace. You got a chance tonight to go up against a guy at your position who's balling, who's respected, you know, and put up some points against him. You know, you can't have Julius tonight put up a 30 piece and Bridges just coasting. You know, I don't want to see that. Um, but it is what it is. Ant-Man, I believe, will be on the bench. So who knows? LaMelo might want to put on the show tonight. You got Melo, Colin Sexton, Con Knipple, Miles, and the rookie, Ryan Kalkbrenner, the reliable rookie. This rookie right here, his field goal percentage is through the roof. I don't know if anybody has been seeing that. I think the kid is shooting 90% from the field. Obviously, everything is coming under the basket, but that's still nothing to scoff at. Ant-Man is there. I'm looking at Ant. Ant looked like he got a soda, you know, as we speak. So we shall see how this game gonna shake out.
And let's
Ant-Man.
keep in mind that LaMelo. Oh, my bad.
No, you good.
I was ready. Yeah, I was getting ready to announce the news. Let's keep in mind that LaMelo Ball is dealing with injury, but he will be available tonight. It was questionable coming into the game, and his injury is listed as an ankle, a right ankle impingement. So it might be a little soreness there for Lamelo Ball dealing with past surgeries in that ankle. So
Yeah.
let's watch and see how Lamelo Ball deals with his injury tonight and how will he play. I say the injury will not affect him tonight
Yeah.
because the Charlotte Hornets need to win and they need to get to 500 basketball.
Yeah, LaMelo got the ball right now. He kicks it to Colin Sexton. Screen and roll with Ryan Kalkbrenner. Sexton kicks it to Con. Con Knipple dancing on the baseline. Con Knipple just turned it over to Dante DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo to McDaniels, and McDaniels is on the board already for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here comes Miles. Hit him right back, and Miles scores it. There we go, Miles. 2-2. We got a tie game. Miles Bridges is guarding Julius Randle. They kick it out to Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert gets it to McDaniels. McDaniels back to Julius. Julius with a screen hesitation on he dancing on Miles. Julius missed it in the mid range. These are shots you want to see from Julius if he's Charlotte. Here goes LaMelo. McDaniels is on LaMelo. LaMelo pump fakes a three. LaMelo, he scores it with a floater. It's 2-4. LaMelo's on the board. 18 points per game already this season for Miles Bridges. Here goes Julius Randle. Julius has it. They kick it to DiVincenzo. Screen. Dante DiVincenzo floats it up and he misses it. 2-4. Charlotte. Now this is gonna be a good game, y'all. I repeat, the Hornets. A lot of people, like I said, I believe it's a must-win. You don't have Ant-Man. You got to win tonight. These are the games that you have to go take, in my opinion. Let's see if they can get that. It's 10-17 right now. Shout out to Raleigh in the chat. Dante DiVincenzo with free throws. It's 3-4. You got Ant-Man on the bench. Colin Sexton missed a free throw. I mean, a three. LaMelo stepped back off one leg, and he missed it. Here comes Julius Randle. Julius Randle kicks it to DiVincenzo for three, and he missed it. Here goes Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton kicks it to Miles. Miles to Sexton for three, and that's off. Dante DiVincenzo gets the board. Julius has it. They kick it to McDaniels on the baseline. Lamelo guard McDaniels. They kick it to Gobert, and Gobert scores it in the paint. It's 5-4. 9:25 to go. Here we go. McDaniels dancing. They kick it to Julius. 3-ball. DiVincenzo, and he makes it. He got all the bounces on that one. It's 8-4, Minnesota. Here goes Sexton. Sexton kick it to Bridges, to Con Knippel for 3. Con, he missed it. McDaniels, he has it. McDaniels crossing half court. McDaniels kicks it out to Julius. Julius going hard on Miles, and he couldn't convert. He went straight at Miles Bridges, but it was to no avail. Here we go. Here goes Con Knippel. Con Knippel kicks it to Sexton. Sexton was fouled. So it was 8. Yeah, my bad, y'all. We have some technical difficulties right there. Shout out to all y'all that's in the chat right now. Shout out to Daniel Barrispin. My computer died on me. I'm going to come through the phone right quick, pull this game up. Shout out to all y'all that's in the chat right now. I got to pull the game up on the TV. Salute to all y'all that's in the building right now.
The score is 10-6.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Dex.
Shot is up for Minnesota. It's a miss. And rebound Charlotte. So they catch a break right there. Here they come half court on the attack. And
I got
Lamelo dancing in the mid-range. Wow. That's unusual. They give it back to Colin Sexton. He restarts the offense. Con Knippel with the pick or they double. Give it to Con. Con looks. They see Lamelo. They give it to Bridges. And it snows off.
Yeah, I got.
And Randall with the rebound.
I'm back with it now. Here we go. I got Lamelo Ball with it. Lamelo, he gets double teamed here in the corner. They kick it out to Sexton. Sexton has the ball. Here comes the screen with Con. Hope I'm not way too. Here we go. Con Knippel. Oh yeah, I'm way behind from you, Dex. Miles Bridges, he missed it. We got McDaniels with it. McDaniels gives it to Julius Randle. Julius Randle scores it. And then we got a timeout. Unbelievable right now. Crazy game. What do the Charlotte Hornets have to do? I got to get a better charger piece on my computer. But, yeah, it's crazy, man. Julius on the board cooking already. You know, goddamn. Charlotte in a tough spot. What is the Charlotte Hornets going to do?
I'm not surprised what Julius Randle could do. He has proven what he can do as a Laker, as a Pelican, as a Knick, and as a Minnesota Timberwolves. And Julius Randle has been in the playoffs for the last 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. And he's not afraid of the bright lights. So without Anthony Edwards, he knows that he's going to have to be a man-child. Like,
yes, he's not tripping at all. You got a good point, though. We're in the midst of a commercial break. We're minutes away from, resuming this game. Shout out to all y'all in the chat right now.
Yeah. And Minnesota is surprisingly 2-3. Charlotte they're playing their expectation 2-3, below 500. This is what most NBA pundits expect from the Charlotte Hornets to be under 500. So they was playing above expectation when they beat the Brooklyn Nets and the Washington Wizards in a 2 game out of 3 games, made them 2-3. So let's see if the Charlotte Hornets can get this one right and be playing at 500. And that's where they need to be at, around 500 for the year if they want to play more than 82 games this season.
Yes. We're back with it. Shout out to all y'all that's in the chat again. Noble Knowledge says Miles needs to bully people in the paint. Stop selling. I mean, that's old news. We've been asking for Miles to do that for the longest. It's been getting a little bit better, I would say. Miles Bridges and his the way he plays and his style. We all know he wanted to play more.
Flight, I don't know if you froze up again, but I don't hear anything from you. Yeah, Flight is having some
Nah,
real.
yeah, we good. We good. I'm gonna have to let my computer charge, and then I'm gonna have to stream it straight from here. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. We're gonna get you right. The score right now is 13-9. Crazy game going on right now as we speak. Let's see if the Charlotte Hornets can win it. We got Lamelo with it picked up by Dante DiVincenzo. I got Lamelo gives it to Miles, back to Kalkbrenner, back to Lamelo. Lamelo has the ball to Khan, back to Melo, screen. Lamelo ball step back to Miles for three, and it's good. Miles Bridges scores it. It's 9-13. 6:50 to go in the first quarter. Julius Randle gives it to Mike Conley. Mike Conley step back three. That's off. Sion James is in the game, y'all. Sion James has it. They kick it out to Lamelo. Lamelo for three, and that's off. Julius gets it. Julius Randle kicks it out to Conley, back to Julius. Julius three ball, and
We got a 16-11 game. Temporary break in the action. Minnesota 16, Charlotte Hornets 11. 5 minutes and 54 seconds remains with 13 seconds on the shot clock. And Minnesota choose to bring in some reinforcements.
yo, I'm here with you. Shout out to y'all. Miles Bridges, man. That's what we want to see. Trey Mann checking back in. We got Trey Mann on the check-in. Shout out to Iconic CJ. Glad to see you too. Here we go. We got Dillingham with it. LaMelo Ball picking up Rob Dillingham. They give it to Nas Reed. Nas Reed has it back to DiVincenzo, to Julius. Julius step back three, and that's off. LaMelo gets the rebound. Here we go, screen. LaMelo Ball and Sion. LaMelo has it. They kick it out to Miles. Miles Bridges back to LaMelo. Back to Miles. Step back three ball Bridges. He got him right back. That's what you got to do to a guy like Julius. You got to hit him right back.
And that was a real composed shot by Miles Bridges. He was very under control, got his feet up under him, got set, and let it rip.
Yep, definitely. Dillingham with it off the glass. A good play by Rob Dillingham. Trey Mann with it. It's 18-14. Trey Mann dancing on him. Trey Mann kicks it to Miles, back to LaMelo. Screen. LaMelo back to Miles. Miles Bridges pump fakes it with a floater, and he scores it. Good play by Miles. It's 18-16, 4:37 to go in the first quarter. We kick it to
Miles is acting a fool right now. Like
Lamelo.
Miles is acting a fool. Miles Bridges is acting a fool right now.
Damn. He said he acting a fool. Let's see if we can get some production out of Miles. Lamelo. Oh, we got Julius on him. Miles Bridges for three. Oh, back-to-back threes for Miles. That's what we want to see from Bridges. Miles Bridges. But they got to get this dub though. I'm not just satisfied with a couple of threes here and there.
Yeah, you can't depend on Miles Bridges to be hot at the 3-point line. That's for sure. But
Yeah,
while
you
the
can.
getting is good, feed him until he missed two in a row. Once he missed two in a row flight, okay, switch reels.
Yeah, Trey. You kick it to Zion. Rob Dillingham, he gets some minutes. Dillingham, he's been up in the air with this team. We got a good game going so far right now with these Hornets. Kalkbrenner look like he's going to the bench. It's getting wild out here. Zion James with it.
Oh my God, this is unreal. This is unreal.
Here we go, Nas Reed. Nas Reed with it. They kick it out to Dillingham. Dillingham with it. Free throw line jumper. Rebounded by Diabate. Here comes Lamelo. 3:10 to go. Oh, Lamelo put the moves on. Lamelo kicks it to Miles. Back to Trey for three. And that's good. Trey Mann hits a big three ball. And then we got a timeout. Hornets on a 15-4 run. That's what we want. That's what we want to see from Charlotte. What are you seeing from the Hornets, Dax? As
Well,
we
the
pull
ball
back
movement is
and try to
yeah. The
find
ball.
that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Okay, the ball movement is really good right now. I like how Miles sacrificed that three in the corner when he's shooting lights out and gave it to Trey Mann, and Trey Mann nailed it because it was so wide open. So that was a good judgment call from Miles Bridges. And all in all, I like Zion James taking it to the rack and being aggressive. The Charlotte Hornets is looking good so far. Like they got 24 points in the first quarter, and there's a lot of basketball left. So it looks like the Charlotte Hornets will have another 30-point quarter this season, and that's what they need in order to win multiple 30-point quarters in a game.
Yeah, I agree with you. Also, what are we seeing from players like the Minnesota Timberwolves, the team that they got out there is no Anthony Edwards, but they're still formidable. What do the Hornets have to worry about with them?
Well, like I said, the man child Julius Randle, Juju, he's going to do his damage. So I wouldn't try to exert too much energy there, but I would put my energy on Jaden McDaniels and Tillman. Those are ones you have to watch out for that can sneak up on you and bite you, and you look around and you down when the game clock hits zero.
Yeah, most definitely. It's going to be interesting to see, man. Shout out to these Hornets. They got to get this dub tonight, point blank, period. Shout out Noble Knowledge in the chat. He says, see when that ball is moving, they start
Excuse me,
balling.
right? I made a mistake. I said Xavier. That's Memphis. It's Minnesota. I mean Nazi Reed.
Yeah,
You gotta watch out for Nazi Reed.
yeah. I don't blame you. Yeah, I'm having some I'm be slightly. We coming back there. I'm streaming through the TV right now, so I get my shit is all fucked up. We back with it. I got McDaniels. He missed it. Here comes Diabate. Trey Mann got the ball. It's 20-24, 2:40 to go in the first quarter. Trey Mann has the ball. Trey Mann gives it to Diabate. Diabate surveying. They kick it to Miles. Miles Bridges. He finds Diabate, but Sexton gets it. Sexton off the glass, and he scores it, but the ref calling it off. Sexton can't believe what's going on. Who will prevail in this game? That's the $1 million question. Sexton has been good for the Hornets ever since he came here. We can't deny that. The production we've been getting from him. Trey Mann, don't tell me Trey Mann waking up. Trey Mann been a little slow to the party. That's something I've been watching. $2:16 to go in the first quarter, 20-26. Hornets on the 17-4 run in the last 3:55. Here comes Colin Sexton with it. Sexton has the ball picked up by McDaniels. Colin Sexton going to the cup off one leg, and he missed it. Rebounded by Diabate. Back to Sexton. Sexton with the ball. He gives it to Miles. Back to Diabate. Diabate couldn't convert. Miles tried to do something crazy. To no avail. Here we go. Talk about we talk so much about the Charlotte rookies, but look at what's going on with Minnesota. Minnesota rookies have been, doing well too. They finally found a way to get on the ground. They playing now. You're talking about Shannon, and obviously Rob Dillingham. There we go. Shout out to my man Basil in the chat. It's 21-26, 149 to go in the first quarter. The Hornets hanging in there. Shannon Jr., he makes it. Trey Mann, mind you, Trey, I think his name is Shannon, and the other one, Dillingham. They didn't get off the bench really last year. Now they're playing, so give Minnesota some props. They're giving Bridges three ball. He loves that three, and he makes it. You know what? Oh, Julius and Miles battling. I'm telling you, this is the matchup to watch. This is the matchup to watch, y'all. Julius is better at going to the cup, but Miles is a better shooter. I'll say that. Even though I don't want Miles shooting. I hope Miles in here now. There we go. Trey Mann with a screen with Diabate. Trey to the cup. And he couldn't miss. This motherfucker missing layups, y'all. And then he got called for a foul. He stuck his hand in the cookie jar. We got a great game going so far, ladies and gentlemen. It's not too late to put your picks down. It's our picks. Chris Finch out there coaching. Shout out to Chris Finch. Let's go Hornets. You already know. 102 to go in the first quarter. Lamelo is in the game too. Trey Mann tried to block Gobert. Or he tried to steal it too. What the hell happened?
24-29. Ant-Man out there got his Braves hat. That's one thing I give him. He stayed with the classic Atlanta Braves fitteds. That's one thing I will give. I'll be watching that about Ant-Man. He always got a Braves hat. He always representing Atlanta. I'm sorry, I can't get no Atlanta hats. That's downright. That ain't right. I just pass up on them Atlanta hats. We got a crazy game going so far as we speak. There we go. There's 102 to go. It's a good game going so far, Dax. A minute left.
Yes, sir.
I think this is what we all wanted to see. I know for me, I just want to see a game. I want to see some competitive shit. That's all. And we got Lamelo. Oh, Lamelo looked like he wanted that deep one. Lamelo kicks it out to Zion, back to Sexton. To Diabate. Diabate threw it on Gobert. I saw that. Gobert tried to get the hell out the way like he ain't have nothing to do with it. There we go. McDaniels with it. McDaniels. Oh, he got knocked off the glass. He said one shot. I'm looking at Coach. Coach looked like he want this one last play. Sexton with it. Back to LaMelo. LaMelo Ball with it. Picked up by McDaniels. LaMelo nearly loses it. What's the play?
5 seconds on the shot clock.
5 seconds. It's 25-31. Who will prevail? We got 5 seconds. They're bringing in Con Knipple. Zion James going to the bench. LaMelo Ball. Looks like Con Knipple's going to inbound it and he's going to hit up LaMelo. Let's see what happens here. 12 seconds to go. And Minnesota look like they're going to have another chance at it. What the hell just happened here with Miles? What did Miles just do? He just threw up some bullshit.
He drew his Randall Fowler. So that gives Charlotte the last shot.
Yeah, what you think about
They got the last shot.
Miles?
I love it. Miles being challenged and he's answering the bell. Woo! What a dribble. Lamelo. You couldn't get it. You couldn't get it to fall.
Nope. Look like we're going to conclude. Who?
I hope LaMelo right ankle is not bothering him to the fact where it's throwing off his shot.
Well,
I think this is some gimmies.
Well, you know that LaMelo he was almost questionable to even play tonight.
That's right.
What do you think about LaMelo already dealing with things? Like, do you think there's something serious, or they just threw this out there just because maybe Ant wasn't playing?
It can't be serious. Because if it was serious, he wouldn't be playing. But sometimes, those little screws get a little sore, But, I mean, you're supposed to play through it, but some people threshold on pain is different. Their levels are different. But he's playing through it, so he's out there in the court. No excuse, right?
That's right. Do you think that Charlotte could secure this game? We conclude the first quarter. I mean, how you feel confidently about them for the rest of this game?
Well, Charles Lee managed that first quarter very diligently. And I was watching how he was subbing in the last 2 minutes. And I think he did a superb job, especially putting Con Knipple in for Zion James in those last few seconds. Because normally what Charles Lee would do, he would just ride out who's ever on the floor. Charles Lee made 2 subs within 60 seconds. And that's unlike a Charles Lee rotation.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
credit to Charles. So credit for Charles Lee for being diligent in his adjustments.
Well, it's about time you give some respect to Charles. You know, it's been your relationship with Charles ain't always the best. You know, be real
Well,
critical of him.
I, I watched Charles Lee with a critical eye, but I'm not watching him to be pessimistic and only highlight the bad he do. I'm watching him with a neutral, critical eye. And when he is doing what he should do to put Charlotte Hornets in a good situation, then I will scream from the mountaintop, Charles Lee has did a wonderful job in that moment. But if he keeps putting Charlotte Hornets in detrimental situations, I'm gonna scream that from the mountaintop, and I'm gonna say something is wrong with this guy. He needs to check his ego at the door.
What's the ego? Is it with Lamelo or the whole team or what?
That's the whole team.
Right. Well, he definitely protected by Peterson. I mean, Peterson got his back.
So far, good rebound by Terror Squad. He gives it to Khan. Khan dribbles. He's being challenged, and it looks like there's going to be a foul.
Yep.
There's a foul. There's a foul on Colbritter. It
No,
looks like it's called on Colbritter.
that's what it looks
Yep,
like.
foul on Colbritter.
Con Knipper with it screen. Well, he just chipped Shannon right there. I don't know what that was about. Nas Reed tried to bang on everybody. That was wild. Give credit to the rookie for challenging shit at the rim, though. I mean, because oh no, man, that was a block.
Are they going to look at it? They're going to review it.
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. I'm watching it on mute, but I think they're going to review it. I see them going back to the benches. There's got to be a review coming. He caught some of that
Yep,
ball. I see the
yep.
green light.
Coach's challenge.
He caught some of that ball. What a great game going so far. What a time out there.
The Charlotte Hornets got out of that first quarter pretty good,
Yeah.
and that's what you want to see. You don't want to see Charlotte Hornets behind in the first quarter at home inside the silo, the Spectrum Center. You want them to see them in the lead and let the opponent try to scrape from the ground to try to get up to the sky.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. Dude, well, as they looking at the challenge, do you think that was a clean block?
It looks like a good block. It looks like good defense position because it looked like he was on a plane of verticality. That's what they call that when you just jump straight up. That's your space, and you won't be violated if you do not contort or twist your body, in which would be an advantage and disadvantage to the shooter. So he went straight up on that one, and that was a plane of verticality. That rule has been in effect for a minute, and now let's see if they enforce it.
Let's see. Let's see if they enforce it. That's what we want. Shout out to all y'all in the chat. It said that was a clean block. I think so. I think so. We got a game break, y'all. Break. Yeah, it's been crazy, man. The Charlotte Hornets, man, they got to win. This is a big game for them. I have to see this. Let's stop this losing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's stop this losing. I remember when everybody was roasting Borrego, but he got them to 500 for yeah, he did. Yeah, that was foul for that. Borrego was. They need to bring him back. He ain't doing nothing.
Now they need to bring somebody like Sam Cassell up in here, a real coach that has championship pedigree as a player and a coach, and has been around the league and has tasted the flavor of young players as well as veterans. And he can amalgamate those two mindsets into a winning set and a winning culture like Sam Cassell.
I hope so, man. Of course, everyone is the best, but I don't know. Shout out to Sam Cassell. Charlotte Hornets live and direct, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get no better than this. Hornets basketball.
Yep. Charles Lee won the challenge.
Charles Lee won it, yeah. I mean, he caught a little bit of everything. It wasn't clean block. He got some wrists in there. He got a little, so. But that was after he hit the ball.
Right, yeah. That was a follow.
Good play by Colin Sexton. He's 25. Was it 30?
Uh-oh. DiVincenzo's down. DiVincenzo is down for the count. Down goes DiVincenzo. What happened? Oh, Colin Sexton broke his ankle.
He broke his nose.
Oh no, he got hit. He got hit in the back of the head. I don't know. That might be a little acne there. But he did get hit in the back of the head.
Bleeding.
He got hit in the back of the head too. So DiVincenzo got abused.
It was the nose.
Well, it looks like he's going to the sideline, but I'm quite sure he'll be back.
Yeah, they got to get that nose right. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he got hit hard right now. I had to hit the shit out of him. It's a crazy game going on so far.
The Charlotte Hornets definitely look like the better 2 and 3 team. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
And if they keep this up, this kind of basketball behavior from the whole unit, they will be 500 after this evening's basketball contest is over with.
I could definitely agree with that. Got a great game going so far now. It's accidental. Contact is contact.
So, I mean, you can't be mad at DiVincenzo because, like I said, he drew blood. He got blood showing, like they say. There ain't no foul unless I see blood.
Yeah, he clearly got it was something. He knocked the hell out of him. Yeah, that's what happened.
But they gave the basket to Colin Sexton, right? And then a timeout, injury timeout. Is that what we're on right now?
Yeah, they gave Sexton didn't get called for nothing. It clearly should have been some kind of offensive foul. I mean, that's clear.
It's 33-25. Charlotte's up by 8 early in the second quarter. There's no Lamelo on the floor, so he's getting a break right now. And to me, I think Lamelo should be in the next 30 seconds. If not, I wonder why.
I agree with you.
Because this timeout is giving him an extra breather, and no clock is being burned.
Right. I agree with you. I got McNeely in the game right now. I see Liam McNeely. He gives it out to
The Summer League Wonder.
Sexton has the ball. McNeely couldn't convert it. McNeely, he want to play good so bad. Give him props for trying. I'm trying this one more time. We got a floater missed by Conley. Here we go. We're moving a little ahead here.
Yeah, that's 30 seconds should be up. Lamelo should be at the score table right now.
A floater from Nas Reed.
This is where Charles Lee rotation is questionable. Remember, I said he hangs on to that second squad too.
33. 9:43 to go. Look like we got a stop right there. Look like we got a jump ball coming.
Because you got to remember, like these are playoff teams.
So far as we speak.
You know what I'm saying, Flight?
DiVincenzo, we're gonna check on him, make sure he doing all right.
Like these are playoff teams.
DiVincenzo.
Can you hear me? Flight, can you hear me? Flight, 10-4.
Oh. A great game. If you're a Hornets fan, make sure you hit the like button.
Mic check.
A big time game against the Anthony Edwards-less Minnesota Timberwolves. Khan for 3. He couldn't convert it. The rookie, he stepped out of bounds. It's time to put your guys back and they give this lead on. I agree. I think you probably put Lamelo in around the 8-minute mark. Here's Nas Reed.
Mic check.
Nas Reed looked like he couldn't, to no avail. What the hell?
Can you hear me, Flight? Mic check.
Here comes Khan. Khan nearly loses it. Back to T-John, back to Khan for 3. And he couldn't convert it. Here comes Minnesota. Nas Reed with it. $8:57 to go. Can you hear me? This is your man that's talking. Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, I know why. My bad. I see what happened. Forgive me today. We had a lot of stuff going on. Can you hear me?
Okay, let's do it now. Mic check. Yeah, I can hear you good. I've been here.
Yeah, I could. No, my audio connection, my output was not put out correctly. So when you were talking, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, what I was doing was analyzing Charles Lee terrible rotation in this set because he's leaning on this unit too long, and you cannot do that due to the fact that Minnesota's a playoff team. You can't play with playoff team. How many times do we have to say this? Miles Bridges and LaMelo Ball have to be back into the game. They can't just be sitting out through normal rotation like you play Washington Wizards or the Brooklyn Nets. So this is where it frustrates me with Charles Lee. LaMelo supposed to win in a game at the 9-minute mark.
I agree.
Now they surrendered the lead.
8-0 run. Timberwolves on an 8-0 run. Now they took the lead.
Now they took the lead. See, this is the bullshit. See, it's like this is the bullshit I'm talking about. It's almost like this dude is selling, man. I'm getting ready to call for an investigation in a minute because you cannot keep this kind of bad behavior rotation up. Nobody does this. Nobody. Not even Billy Donovan.
Yeah, you're right. Billy Donovan, he's looking like one of the top coaches in the league now.
He's in the running for coach of the year. Him and the coach for San Antonio, they bobbing heads for coach of the year so far.
Yeah, people's wonder why they. Well, at the end of the day, the Bulls is still early. Season's still early. We got to see what it look like.
Yeah, they fall off.
Yeah, it's still early because does it really bode well for them to be a competitive team? You know, they should get a top pick. I mean, I think to get a top pick with this team, you know, then go see get off to a good start, but they are going to eventually fall off. There's no Kobe White there. Then when they bring Kobe White in, I think they're just going to go. Anthony Edwards out here, he got a technical foul. He infected
much needed technical foul. Yeah, much because he's helping Charles Lee. He's like Charles Lee, you dump trucking right now. Charles Lee, you out here jacking wreck with this unit on the floor for this long. That's way too long for that unit to be on the floor without LaMelo or Miles. Way too long. Miles Bridges was the hottest shooter in the first quarter. Why is he being? Why is his arms being put in the ice bucket?
No, Edwards just got attacked. They need to eject his ass. Here we go. It's 35-34. LaMelo's in.
Somebody listening.
T. John back. I'm looking at this team now. Like, god damn. They need Miller back. Trey Mann with a three. That was a big
Somebody
three.
listening. LaMelo affected that play because everybody swarms to LaMelo when he gets the ball, especially when he's penetrating. And then when that defense collapses, LaMelo's IQ is so high, he kicks it out to the open guy. You just got to hit the shot.
That's right. Here comes Minnesota, and they scored. It was 37 all. LaMelo gives it to Trey. Trey couldn't get it up the glass. Here comes Minnesota. Back to Conley.
Good defense for Charlotte Hornets by getting back.
Yeah, screen will go back. 3 ball. Minnesota, big miss. Here comes LaMelo. LaMelo to T. John, and T. John scores it.
Yeah, LaMelo's ankle is bothering him. I can tell he ain't got no lift.
It's 37-39. Yeah, if that's the case, bro, you should probably set him out if you're feeling well like that. LaMelo got 2 points, 7 assists.
We thought he was Kobe with that shot. Nas Reed thought he was Kobe. Ooh, LaMelo with the back to the basket. Oh shit!
Yeah,
You see
LaMelo.
that? He played with his back to the basket. We need to see more of that. LaMelo from the
37-41.
baby elbow.
Yeah,
Damn.
right. It's 37-40. It's 39-41. T. John for 3. Air ball. This guy T. John just airball on that shit. What the hell?
Minnesota's fighting. They're not trying to give this game away. Like I said, Minnesota is the playoff team. Do not forget that. This team was in the Western Conference Finals.
Then he said the dude was too small. I mean, he only got 4 points. But we all know LaMelo can explode offensively.
You know what I'm saying, Flight? I don't know if you heard me there. I said Minnesota is a playoff team. You can't forget that. And they was in the Western Conference Finals twice, 2 years back to back. So this is not a team that you just can think you can just push over because one of their players are absent. It takes a collective to get to the Western Conference 2 years in a row. Western Conference Finals 2 years in a row.
Yeah, it was 40-41. There we go. Here's LaMelo. Trey Mann. Trey Mann couldn't convert it. 40-45. I mean 40-41.
That was a much-needed offensive rebound by Musa Diabate.
Musa. Good play from Musa. That's what we want to see. It's 40-41. 4:25 to go in the second. We got McDaniels.
So far,
Bridges got
Oh, go ahead.
18. My God, I didn't know
Yeah,
Bridges had 18.
I
Yeah.
told you he was machine gun Kelly in the first quarter, and then this dude Charles Lee iced his elbow like a
Melo.
fool.
Oh, Melo just hit a three.
Yeah, deep.
44-40. So Melo is joining the party now, y'all. Melo is joined the party. Here's McDaniels picked up by Diabate. They kick it out. Back to McDaniels to Julius. Julius guarded by Miles, and they called the foul. Miles is just he can't believe this.
And they had Julius in a lion's cage, and all of a sudden it seemed like he's trying to break out. Oh, there's no foul on Miles. He didn't touch him. Oh, that got it. I might. Oh, they won't challenge him. Yeah, I didn't see Miles touch him. Not in the active shooting. So that the Melo three gets canceled by the and one for Julius Randle.
Yep, it's 43-44. Here goes Diabate. Look like he got fouled now. 3:45 to go in the second. 1 point game.
One more foul, the Hornets should be in the bonus. And that'll be detrimental for Minnesota to have the Hornets in the bonus with so much time left to go in the first half.
Very detrimental. Very detrimental. It's 43-44. Here goes Trey Mann with it.
Kick it back out. Kick it back out. Kick it back out. There you go. Be smart. You need to kick it back out, man. That was the dumbest shit I ever seen.
Hold on a second.
You got Minnesota with the ball. Here you go. Minnesota on the attack. Julius Randle, man child, in the paint, and he scores. Julius Randle scored with ease. And all of a sudden, Julius Randle broke out of that cage. Lamelo with the ball, dancing with the Pachulas give it to Trey Mann. Trey Mann again try to take it to the rack, and Trey Mann gets caught up, and Trey Mann scores. Looks like he traveled, but he got away with that one, so he scores. He makes up for the blunder he did last possession. So the Charlotte Hornets keep their lead by the narrowest of margin, and that is 1 point, 46-45. 2 minutes, 44 seconds to go, 11 seconds to go in the shot clock for Minnesota. Julius Randle with the ball beyond the arc. He gives up. He gives it to Nas. Nas gets up and shoots and scores. Daniels, excuse me. Daniels get an and one. Oh, wait a minute. Hold the press. No. There is an offensive foul. Lamelo with the smothered defense, and Daniels pushed him. Good play by Lamelo Ball to call the foul in the turnover.
Yeah, here we go. Lamelo with it, picked up by Dante. Lamelo Ball got on screen here. He just threw that shit up now. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Now, look, the Hornets need to start.
Looks like they call a foul on Lamelo. I don't know if it was a foul or out of bounds. It was whatever it was. The change of possession was because of Lamelo. Damn, good shot.
Three, but who the hell is that?
That's your boy.
No, that's not him. That's not Dillingham. That's somebody else. That's Highland.
What?
I think that's Bones Highland.
Oh, Bones Highland.
Yeah. He used to play for the Clippers.
Yep, sure did.
Shout out to One Will Brady. He says that he bet on LaMelo points assists.
It's going to be a tough one tonight, brother. You should have looked at the injury report. LaMelo is dealing with a right ankle impingement, so that's going to be a tough one. I hope you win, though, because beginning of the game, I had LaMelo getting 33 points. And it looks like I'm way short on that.
Way short.
Well, Conker nipples at the line. That's good for the Hornets.
Yes. 48 all. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Here we go. Highland again for three. He missed it. Rebounded by Musa. Here goes Miles. Miles pushing it. Miles Bridges to Khan. Back to Miles for three. And that's good. Miles Bridges just rattled that three in.
This is a Miles night. This is a
It
Miles
looks like
Bridges night.
he won 48.
Well, he's working at Caboose. I'll tell you that much.
Julius with it.
Oh, Lamelo, yes! Good defense, Lamelo.
Oh, good pass. Lamelo found his boy.
Yes! Yes! That's what we need. Defense in transition turns into points. Great job for Lamelo Ball.
They got a good draft pick in Con Nipple. Lamelo to Musa. You cannot leave Con Nipple open. This is Ant talking. Yeah, he is. He want to infect the game from the bench. He has 10 rebounds, assists right now. Needs 16.
Musa at the line with 61 seconds left to go to half.
Melo got 8 rebounds. That is crazy.
Good free throw from Musa.
Yeah, he usually struggles at the line.
Yeah, this is a bonus flight. When Musa makes free throw, that's a bonus. Started with a 7-point lead. Can Musa bring it to 8? Because 8 was their largest lead of the game thus far.
9-0 run.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Both.
He made both free
10-0
throws.
run.
Coach Kimber.
There goes Conley. Hornets get a stop. Lamelo has the ball. They give it to Miles. Back to Lamelo.
Fast clock engaged.
Here comes screen with Musa. Lamelo from deep. And he missed it.
Okay, the Hornets will get the ball back. But Minnesota will try. Oh, wait a minute. Well, that's not too bad because they had 13 seconds on the clock, so they will get 14 seconds. So plus 1 second for the Timberwolves, but that's not bad because Charlotte should get the ball back at the 6-second mark if Minnesota runs that 14 seconds out.
That's right. Here goes.
No foul. Let's go. Play it out.
No. Crazy play right now.
Okay, here we go. 6 seconds. Let's see what goes on. Miles with the jumper.
The ball, he went out of bounds though, unless the ref is going to call it. They might put
Let's
some
see.
time on the clock.
They're going to check.
He stepped out of bounds before it ran out. They're going to put a couple of ticks on the clock.
If they do, what you see happens, like who gets the ball? Miles, Melo, or Carnival?
No, I don't think anybody. I don't think it's going to be. Let me see.
1.2.
Oh, 1 point. Well, if it's a 1.2, if it's a 1.2, I think that they can make a play. You know, I think you want to find Melo, you know, possibly or Khan, you know, for a quick 3. That's if they get 1.2. Now, if it's not enough seconds, I mean, just inbound the ball. I mean, you up 6. You don't need to do nothing stupid.
We can guarantee the Charlotte Hornets, despite anything that can happen on the court, will go into halftime with a lead against a playoff contender who has ambition to reach the Western Conference Finals for a 3rd straight year.
Yeah.
Okay, Flight, let's call it 6 seconds. 0.6 seconds. Damn, it would have counted if you made it. Well, that's it. Halftime, folks. Hornets up by 6. Like we got Hornets up by 6. Are you surprised?
Nah, I mean, shit. I'm not really, believe it or not. I think that the Hornets should be favored in this game. So let's see if they can, remain in that position, throughout the whole duration. It's a long game, so I'm not surprised at all. I'm ecstatic for the Charlotte Hornets. So I just want them. And Melo ain't really get percolating. So I think that's something, give Melo to be patient. Melo, let him get going. Before you never know, Melo might end up with 30 points, straight up. 25. The second half should, he may have to pick it up because, like you keep saying, it's a playoff team. So they're going to switch it up. They're going to change things up a little bit, as we get more and more to money time.
Well, we got some controversy in the chat, Flight.
What's
We
that?
got we got we got a big statement from Brian McLean 9582. He believes they should not have extra.
You say, sure. I heard you talking about. I think I've seen this earlier. He said that they should have never exercised those options on T. John and really T. John. I know that. I know you're gonna say that about Miller. What T. John, man, just be patient with that kid. I think we always want to write him off and all this other
Um,
stuff.
did you hear me?
Yeah.
What you think about the T. John Salon statement that I pinned by Brian McLean 9582?
Um. Uh. I mean, like I said, you still could move T. John. At the end of the day, he still could be used. He's showing some. I ain't gonna say promise, but he's showing something. And maybe a team might look at T. John like, man, let's bring him in, let's develop him. Because Charlotte, I don't know what Charlotte might want to do. They might want to just let go of Lamelo and just build around all these young players. That would bode well for Charles Lee. He'd get more and more time now. So that's what a lot of these coaches want, believe it or not. If they could let go of the star player, they could stay there longer. So sometimes you deal with shit like that. That's what I always think about Charles Lee. Is he going to eventually start beefing with Lamelo to stay in Charlotte for long? Because you there 2 years, 3 years, you ain't even sniffing the playoffs. You should be fired. Especially when you have all these elite coaches out there. I mean, I just don't see why would you do that. Anthony Jefferson says just like the John Morant. Yeah, that's crazy what's going on with John Morant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, is this the beginning and the end at Memphis?
Wow. Man, you think John might pair up with LaMelo? They can give up T. John, Colin Sexton, and a few others for John Morant. Maybe a pick.
Let's see if that. I mean, I don't see that happening, but if they could, let's do it. I would pull it off. I don't know about that. Do Lamelo really need somebody taking the ball out of his hands? But they both could help each other out. But I tell you what, talent is talent. So if the Hornets could swoop in and get Ja Morant, I would do it. I mean, that's not a player that I would probably go after. But if he's available and you could bring him in, you do it. You pair LaMelo Ball with another superstar. That's what you would have done. Now, is this a superstar that you ideally would like for LaMelo? Probably not. But you still paired LaMelo Ball with a superstar. So I would do that.
But you know how easy the game would be for LaMelo if he had someone with that kind of explosion and athleticism and whereabout in basketball. Plus, John Moran is a winning player. Don't forget that now. He's an all-star. He's a winning player. He has taken his team with less to damn near the promised land. Hell yeah, I'd do that quick, fast, in a hurry. With all them loser-ass players the Charlotte Hornets got right now, I don't give a damn how good they look right now. I'm trading those losers ass.
Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, Hornets they got a lot of issues. that they're dealing with. I don't blame you.
Because see, John Morant, he can come through in the big game. He's not afraid of the moment. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So when you have a player like that that's available, and then you got a bunch of janitors and butlers and window washers, they play hard. Okay, cool, but they haven't played to the level of knowing how to win. And you can't sit there and hold their hands through their journey until they do know how to win. So you got a player that's available, that's been in winning situations year in, year out, despite injuries, and been almost the face of the NBA. So all the popularity and all of the flashes and the marquees and neon signs doesn't phase John Morant. So I
Uh,
think that would be a wonderful trade if you get rid of a lot of those remnants and package 6 or 7 of the motherfuckers, man. Three team deal with a pick, and you go get John Morant. There's something going on in Memphis with Memphis organization, not the city of Memphis, but with
yeah.
Memphis organization that they become very reticent with John Morant and all of his off court antics.
Well, you got to
So
start to think: is this shit worth it? Because Ja Morant can't shoot. That's another thing. That's another thing that nobody's talking about. Ja got some deficiencies in his game. He's not the best shooter. He's a
listen,
streaky shooter, but he's not.
listen.
He's
One thing.
almost like Paolo. He
Hold
almost
on,
like
hold on,
Paolo. What?
hold on 1 second. That's okay. That's okay, Flight. You can be a streaky shooter with Lamelo and Connor Kniffel and Ryan Coltbrenner. You could be a streaky shooter. If
Right.
they was, I don't know if they'll be able to keep Colin Sexton, but if they're able to keep Colin Sexton, you could be a streaky shooter because you have other guys that still hustle. Lamelo is a superior rebounder. Musa is a superior rebounder. So if you become a streaky shooter, you got other guys that can, come through for you. That's what Desmond Bain was so good for Memphis. When John Morant, the streaky shooter, you got the calm head and Desmond Bain.
Yeah, they don't
You
have.
follow
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Bang was a guy that'll carry you a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have that no more. Yeah, they brought
What's up with the
KCP
Cleveland?
in. KCP not
What's up?
gonna carry you.
Nah. What's up with the Cleveland Cavaliers? I just want to switch real. They playing like cheats.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I don't like I said, Cleveland. I'm not a big. I wasn't a big fan of Cleveland this year. I mean, the Knicks lost last night too to the Bulls. I thought that they was gonna win. They got the Bulls again tomorrow. I got the. I think I'm gonna take the Knicks tomorrow to knock off the Bulls finally and this streak. You know, so it's a mess. What's going on right now with what's the team you just said again? I'm part of.
Cleveland, the
Yeah,
land.
Cleveland. Yeah, Cavaliers out. They 3-3. They got Atlanta tomorrow. I like I said, I don't believe in Cleveland. They don't. We don't have Garland. They're dealing with injuries. It's something about Cleveland to me. I think they missing something. I don't know what it is, but they missing something.
I watched that whole game yesterday and I was disappointed. They played the Raptors. I mean, Brandon Ingram did pretty good. But yeah, they
Yeah,
played the Raptors. They had the game won. It was up 11. And all of a sudden they just start. Yeah, dude did a Charles Lee. Kenny actually did a Charles Lee. Took out the better players, put in the bench, thinking the bench was going to give the better players rest. And the bench just gave up the lead like that. And they never recovered.
mm,
They got the lead, they got another 5-point lead, but Raptors was already in their bag. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And they had some unnamed dudes that hitting threes from everywhere.
right.
Yeah, so Cleveland got wiped off the court in their inaugural this season inaugural NBA Cup, Emirates Cup. That was the Emirates Cup game they was playing. The floor looked nice, but the Raptors wiped them on their home court. So now they're 0-1 in cup play.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's gonna be a good game so far, man. It's gonna be a good one.
You talking about Minnesota and Charlotte?
Yeah, I think it's gonna go down to the wire. I don't see why not.
Listen, Charles Lee, I'm gonna tell you something, Flight. I don't know if you observed this because I know you are a trained observer, but you might have missed it because you're having technical difficulties.
Yeah,
Charles Lee almost, well, I mean, not almost. Charles Lee had a rotation blunder. Somehow, some way, once Lamelo got into the game, he practically erased Charles Lee coaching blunder. Just
practically.
that fast. And a lot of people will probably forget what Charles Lee did, but I won't. And in the post game report, I will highlight it to the utmost.
Yeah, you got a point there.
And you know what? I don't even know if I said the correct word, blunder. I'm just trying to be politically correct because he have done this on numerous occasions. You follow what I'm saying? Where he took out his firepower. And the firepower was Miles Bridges, not LaMelo. Miles Bridges was a firepower tonight. And he still is so far. And he took Miles Bridges out, along with LaMelo, for an extended period of time against a playoff team who's looking to win every game this year. The only reason why Anthony Edwards out is not because of rest. It's not load management. Anthony Edwards is out because of injury.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? If Anthony Edwards wasn't injured, his ass would be on the floor this evening.
I agree with
So,
that.
so Charles Lee, coaching blunder, like I said, I'm being politically correct. It's probably more than a coaching blunder. It's probably ineptness, but I'm not going to charge him with ineptness. I'm just going to say coaching blunder by leaving his machine gun in the ice bucket. Just that's just not good coaching.
I agree with you. He got to step his coaching up clearly, right?
Say that again.
I say he clearly got to step up his coaching. He going up
If he
against Phoenix
can,
too.
I'm just saying if he can. Maybe he's maxed out. Maybe he just don't have the wits and the capriciousness to be able to run circles around other coaches in the NBA. And the only reason why they have 2 wins this early season is because they played 2 of the bottom teams. A winless Brooklyn and I think a winless Wizards. Ta-da! You feel me?
I feel you. Sacramento beating on the Bucks right now. This will be a good one. A lot of teams I like to watch, believe it or not, Dex, they're not the most competitive. Like I like watching Sacramento. I think they're an exciting team to watch, but why are they so bad? I'm starting empty calories Levine. That's what
Yep.
I call them. I call them empty calories Levine
You
in the house
got
by myself.
you got the Roses and the Bean together again as a duel. And we're already seeing that story.
Right. Yeah. But difference with them now is I think it's Chicago, it was like it was Zach's team and shit like that. Now it ain't nobody team. So I think they're on common ground, but they're just not good. And they dealing with a lot of shit. I'm watching them. They got they got to start Russell Westbrook in turn. That's fucking over Malik Monk. So they got a lot of issues they dealing with. They got a lot of issues they got to deal with.
Malik Monk is part of the bottom 10. I mean, the bottom 11, right? 11 to 15. He's part of the bottom of the rotation.
Yeah, well, I know that Russell Westbrook is in his spot. Sometimes I think out of respect, they start Russell Westbrook and they let him close the games. That's what I've been noticing. And it look like it's out of respect that they do that.
Well,
You
I mean,
Russ out there.
Shaq, Shaq is trying to do something. But the Charlotte Hornets right now, statistically in the East, they are the 10th seed. So if the playoffs was a start, Charlotte Hornets would be a play-in. They will be the 10th seed in the play-in, and that's what I expect. I expect Charlotte Hornets to be scratching the bottom of the play-in, to get in, 9 or 10. I said that before the season starts, and now here they sit at the 10th seed right now as we speak. Uh, Points per game, they're averaging 124 points a game. That's fourth.
Yeah.
Rebounds per game, the Charlotte Hornets is top 15 at 12, and assists per game, the Hornets are fifth. So the Hornets are a good ball movement team. They are top 5 in assists and top 5 in scoring. And they're top 10 in field goal percentage. And the Hornets is top 5 in 3-point percentage. A lot of people might be shocked at that because when you watch the Hornets, it seems like they miss a lot of threes, but they are top 5 in 3-point percentage. And then overall points per game, they're
Yep.
28.
Here we go. Lamelo Ball back in it. Dante DiVincenzo picking him up. Let's see what happens here. There we go. Kalkbrenner with it. Kalkbrenner gives it to Khan. Back to Lamelo screen. Khan pump fakes on Randall. And Conley fouls him. So we back. Third quarter. Second half basketball is in play. Let's see who will prevail in this matchup. The money line, Minnesota plus 132.
Miles Bridges leads all scores with 21 points.
We here with it. Here goes the Hornets. Julius Randle puts it back up. There's 11-10 to go in the third. Here comes Miles, 52-56. Miles Bridges has it. Julius got 17.7 to 10 from the field. And Miles Bridges throws it up. Miles Bridges having himself a good game tonight. Miles Bridges got 23 points. This matchup with Julius, I had a feeling it was going to get like this. Here goes Conley with it. They give it to McDaniels. And Gobert puts it up. 10:30 to go in the third. 54-58. They get to Miles. 54-58. McDaniels to the cup. To Gobert. He scores it. It's 56-48. And Colin Sexton with the floater. 56-60. Sexton with 7 points. 2 of 7 from the field. McDaniels scores it. They kick it out to Lamelo. Lamelo with it. It's 58-60. Back to Sexton. Sexton gives it to the rookie. And Kalkbrenner with a big-time dunk. Hornets up 4, 58-62, 9:30 to go. Mike Conley gives it to Rudy Gobert. Back to Dante DiVincenzo. To McDaniels for 3. And his money. 61-62. Hornets in a tough spot right now. Minnesota's starting to wake up. I believe this game is going to require Lamelo to pick it up offensively. Can he do that? Will he do it? Lamelo, 3-ball. And that's off. Rebounded by Gobert. Here comes McDaniels. They kick it to DiVincenzo to Julius. Julius going baseline to Gobert. Rudy in the paint. And Minnesota took the lead. 63-62. Minnesota playing. Julius and Gobert working a 2-man game. This a wild game right now as we speak, point blank period. We got a good game going so far. Can the Charlotte Hornets prevail in this matchup? That's key. Melo 3 has been off. He keep letting it go though. That's something that I'm noticing. He keep letting that 3-ball go. That's It's just a mess. We're in the midst of a commercial break right now. Can the Charlotte Hornets survive and win this game? That's going to be key. Can the Hornets survive and win the game against this tough Minnesota team? Just because they don't have that guy, that doesn't mean that they're not going to be successful. That's why they're a playoff team. I was looking at Shaq's commercial with Kevin Hart. I think that's DraftKings. See, these people, they promote gambling. That's what I'm saying. And then when somebody go a little bit of, above the deep end, everybody want to try to get an advantage. That's when they ready to fine you, lock you up, and all this other shit. Noble now says Melo needs to wake up. He looking disheveled lately. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. This season is feeling disheveled. I mean, whenever you lose Brandon Miller as soon as the season starts, I mean, what the hell? I mean, that's just crazy. In my humble opinion, it should never went down like that. Melo being out, that puts a real damper on this season. This season sucks. So what the hell is it? What are we doing? This feels like it's a waste of time. Because without Miller, where are they really gonna go? That was a major piece. You thought of Brandon Miller stepping up into that all-star role this year, along with the rookies that they had. That's something that people are not pointing out. When you bring in the rookie, all these rookies are productive outside of, probably McNeely. But everybody else has been a homer. They in the rotation, clear cut. No debating. But now, if you would run in Miller, now that takes y'all over the top, possibly a play-in or a playoff team. Here we go. There's Miles picked up by Conley, back to Bridges. Bridges with it. Bridges kicks it to Kalkbrenner. He hits a big dunk. It's 63-64. It was a crazy game. McDaniels with it. And it looked like he just fell to the ground. We're gonna take a knee to knee. Great game going so far. Great game. 8:33 to go in the third. The rookie Kalkbrenner got 4 points. He's perfect from the field. 2 rebounds. Here we go. Julius on Miles. Oh, Julius don't woke up. He hit Miles in the post. 65-64. 8:15 to go. Lamelo with it. Lamelo ball to Sexton. Colin Sexton in the paint to the rookie Kalkbrenner, and he couldn't convert it, so he gets his first miss. They found him. Julius for 3. Oh, Julius looked like he ready to go at Miles. Here we go. Here goes Lamelo. Lamelo with it to the cup, and he couldn't convert it. Yeah, I'm starting to see Lamelo do look like he's moving a little slow. Julius, he going right at Miles. He missed back to back though. He looked like he ready. Somebody must have put a battery in his back. Sexton just threw that shit out at the first moment of contact. 65-64. Sexton looked like he getting 2 free throws. 7 points for Colin. 2 of 7 from the field. Colin Sexton been reliable for us, man. The young bull. That's what I'm saying. You need Miller. Miller is the piece that takes it over the top. That puts you on the right playing field that's needed. Without Miller, I mean, like I said, it's look like it's gonna be another wash. The Hornets shouldn't even be this bad. Buzz City. $65-66, 7 minutes to go in the third. Conley with the ball. They kick it out to McDaniels. 3-ball. And he couldn't convert it. Here goes Lamelo. Oh, Lamelo putting moves. And Troy Young sprained MCL. Damn. He's going to be evaluated in 4 weeks. So Troy Young is going to be out for about a month. Here we go. McDaniels screen with Gobert. McDaniels off the glass. 1-point game. Here we go. Lamelo with it. Oh, he got his shit blocked by Gobert. No foul. Lamelo looked like that. He hurt his arm. Oh, man. Lamelo looked like something, man, right? Gobert blocked the shit out of him right there. Lamelo acted like he done dislocated his shoulder. He looking at the bench. Come on with all this. He came down on his arm. Yeah, that could have been a foul. Uh-oh. We got a crazy game going so far. 69-68. 6:17 to go in the third. Zion James coming in the game. Lamelo looking like his shoulder is hurting. And they keep him right in the game. Nobody bringing in Trey, man. They're probably about to take Lamelo out. I wouldn't do it. Lamelo has the ball. They give him the ball. And Lamelo put the moves on McDaniels. I mean, on DiVincenzo. Miles to the cup. Off the glass, and he's fouled. It's 69-68, 6:03 to go in the third. This matchup, Julius versus Miles, is pretty good. The shots go full. I bet you what, if this game is close in the fourth quarter, which I believe it will, don't be surprised if Melo's threes just start falling. A lot of close games going on.
Good steal.
I got Dillingham crossing high. Yep. Yeah, you're right about that. Here goes Trey Mann. Off the steal to Lamelo. Lamelo missed it. So yeah, 3-ball is definitely a little short tonight. You know, the shots ain't falling at the rate that he usually does. I think that's key. There we go. 69-70. Oh, Dillingham nearly stripped. Now he got right on the floor with Trey Mann. Jump ball. That's hustle. Trey Mann about to jump with Dillingham. Trey Mann, shit. Well, you never know. Dillingham got hops. I'm gonna see who's gonna win this jump ball. Both guys gonna jump.
Bullshit.
Hey, you got me by a few seconds a day. Especially, I don't know why the league pass on the TV like this, but on the phone I feel like I'm 30 minutes back on the TV. It was Dillingham to McDaniels, back to Dillingham, to Julius. Oh, Julius, 3-ball, money all over the rookie. Melo, back to Miles, back to Melo. Melo, man, you got to deliver that basketball. Here comes Julius, got some pep in the style. Julius done woke up though. He getting frustrated. He ready to close this game. I think getting traded out of New York sparked Julius. Sometimes that's what you need. I don't think he would have had this
How do you
hunger
get those easy shots, man? Hornets falling apart.
completely. Lamelo, to Norvell. Dillingham to DiVincenzo. And he scores it. $74-70. Miles for 3. He couldn't convert it. Julius to the cup. And Julius got his shit blocked. Trey Man to the cup. And he scores it. 74-72. 12 points, 5 of 8 from the field. That's 74-72. That's 77-72 now. 3:30 to go in the third. Here comes Miles to Lamelo. Oh, Melo pump fakes. Melo kicks it out to Zion James to Trey Man, and that is off. Here comes Julius Randle. He's crossing half court. He kicks out to DiVincenzo at a stop. What the hell happened? He called a timeout. We got all these breaks in the action. It's 77-72. And the Hornets better wake their ass up, man. The Hornets look like they on the ropes right now, Dex. What do they have to do to continue to make this a game?
Well, they need to convert on those chippies. You know, that's like a golfer got a 3-foot putt and wings it, and now he's got to make up a bogey. Charlotte Hornets do not have possession that they can waste. Their defense is not what most people think it should be, so they cannot waste possession. They need to execute on the little easy plays underneath the rim. That's crucial right now. You're watching Flight Sports TV. Shout out to Flight Sports TV.
Right.
Machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest in these streets.
That's right. So I told y'all in the chat, man. We got in the midst of a commercial break. Hornets trying to continue to scratch and claw into this before, it might be too late. We never wanted to be too late. You got a lot of good basketball on. They got right now in the midst of a close one up here in Milwaukee. As we're in the midst of this commercial break. It's a 3-point game. 14 seconds. News says I'm watching Melo in his head thinking about how ass this team is. Melo missing shots hurts, but he creates so many open looks for other people and they do dumb shit. Melo not playing that. Well, no, he's not. So, but that's why we got a fourth quarter. Usually the stars, that's when they come to play. So I'm predicting Melo to come alive in the fourth quarter. 135, 132 here in Milwaukee. You got Kings, Bucks going at it. Kawhi hit a game winner last night. A lot of things happened, in the association.
What's going on with the Nuggets?
I don't know. They've been losing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't watch Denver like that. They're definitely not one of the most exciting teams to watch. I'm happy Sacramento look like they're gonna finally get a W. They shouldn't be this bad. I'm sorry. Oh, well. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can't believe this shit. Why would he even? Oh, I'm lost for words right now. I know I'm not thinking what just happened.
Yep. Hornets being Hornets.
They need to wake their ass up. It says, why take Miles and Melo out the game same time? Yeah, they got to stop doing that. He got to stop doing
I'm
that.
glad somebody recognized that flight for crying out loud. I'm glad somebody besides me have recognized that. Great observation, whoever said that.
Yeah. I mean, that's Charles' rotations. I mean, but I mean, don't you think he want to set up a big fourth quarter? Couldn't that be the reason for something like that?
Hell no.
Melo probably gonna have to play the whole fourth if they want to. Oh wow.
We're not saying not take LaMelo out. We're saying you can't take LaMelo and Miles out. You have to stagger their minutes, man.
Nah, that was why I'm going back to this to the game. Yeah, they caught a break right there. The Kings just caught a break. They fouled Giannis and they didn't call it. Um, we back with it here in Charlotte. It's 82. Oh my goodness. Hornets down 10. Yeah, I don't know why would he want to sit these guys out. And the Hornets is reeling like this. Hornets don't look like they fighting. That's another thing. I want to see a team fighting. You can't just lay down.
To me, they only show fight against Philly. When they play Philly, they show fight.
Yeah, they did. They went to Philly and looked like they was gonna take it. If Miller ain't get hurt, they would have beat them. Miller getting
Despite the
hurt
loss,
fucked up everything. They would have beat Philly. Yeah, the Kings just beat the Bucks, y'all.
this Doc Rivers last season,
This is his last season.
yeah, he out. He out.
Yeah, especially if they don't play well. Well, he got that wrong anyway. There we go. We got Diabate with the save. McNally couldn't do anything. Well, I don't even know why they give him the ball. I don't know what's going on with McNally. He looked like he lost in the sauce.
Summer League wonder.
Yeah.
There's the
82-72.
Greensboro.
10-point game.
They might tell McNeely, just keep going. Don't even stop at Greensboro. Just keep going south.
Yeah. McNally gonna be in for the Greensboro. He gonna be a Greensboro superstar now.
I doubt it.
I think so. His game gonna open up in Greensboro. He need to
They,
go.
they're not going to let him. The player's not going to let him be no superstar. You kidding me?
Now the coaching staff, they're gonna give him all the minutes.
They're not focused on no damn McNeely when they got Con Knipp and Colt Brenner playing the way they play.
No, I mean if they send him to Greensboro, he could get.
That's what I'm saying. They're not
Yeah,
focused on him. They already got their two white boys.
right. No, he's gonna go to Greensboro and turn up.
I doubt it.
I think so. Khan and them, they're not going to Greensboro. Khan and
All
Folkburg.
right. If anybody they focus on it would be T. John Salon. They're
Yeah,
not
he
going to
should.
focus.
T.
Oh,
John.
LaMelo's back in the game. I'm
Yeah,
surprised. So
they
early.
about man, they're gonna fuck around and be down 20 if he didn't get back in. You got to do something.
Well, Charles Lee normally sit him down for like 8 minutes.
Or he probably see what's going on with the game. LaMelo's there. And they don't call no fouls either. These people, he had the rest. He just threw that shit up and made it. That was crazy. 83-74. 11
So,
points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. What's up?
so they was up 6 at half,
That's right.
and now they're down 12.
Mm.
So that is what, a 14
Nah,
point difference?
well, Nas just hit that 3.
Yeah, 86-74. They down 12,
Right.
and it was up 6. No, that's 18 points. That's an 18-point differential. Oh my God, I'm glad it was up 6. This would have been ugly.
Yeah, they got to wake up out here. Melo and Sign James having a conversation. We don't want it to get ugly.
Another foul.
Miles coming back in.
Oh, that's the end of the third.
Yeah,
The Melo missed the shot, but that's the end of the third.
yeah. Was it a good? I'm looking at the look now.
Wow, Flight. That was the Minnesota Timberwolves is a plus 18 in the third quarter. That's crazy.
Yeah, they
It
got
was a 36-point third quarter for Minnesota, while the Hornets only scored 18. They couldn't even break 20. That's how bad they played in the third quarter. Only 18 points. And this is where the Minnesota Timberwolves have taken control of this game.
yeah.
Miles Bridges with 25 Flight. That's good. I'm not mad at that. Lamelo Ball finally cracked double digits with 11. And when you go on the other hand to see Miles' counterpart, Julius Randle got 24. So they canceled each other out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where John gonna go. I'm looking at line.
So great job for Miles Bridges to wash out the impact that Julius Randle has put forth. But Minnesota, like I said, like they are a playoff team with great and grand ambition. They trying to get back to where they left and even further to the Western Conference Finals. And the Charlotte Hornets got to recognize that this is the kind of team that they are playing, so they cannot walk through the park like it's a Sunday afternoon whistling Dixie. They have to play and play hard because these are the type of games those teams with ambitions like that come in and try to wipe you. They feel like, okay, we got this one on the schedule. Let's wipe these guys out. So Charlotte have to put up a hell of a fight to just or counter that narrative. That team just can walk in there. That winning teams can walk in there and just beat them half to death, just slaughter them. They have to counter that narrative, like.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Minnesota with the ball. LaMelo's on the ball. LaMelo get a pick, and they catch a break, miss at the rim. Oh no, they made it. He made that shot. 88-74. Charlotte is down by 16. LaMelo. Oh, air ball. Oh, an air ball. A shot that LaMelo normally dagger.
Dagger.
What'd you see, Flight?
I look like I might be able to come through on the computer. I got LaMelo with the ball right now. I'm gonna try to get up on with you. I had some issues today because my computer wasn't charged, but Lamelo just missed it. I feel like I'm slightly delayed from it today. It's been a good game so far. I got Julius with
Diabate with the rebound.
I got Julius with
Oh,
it.
go ahead, Flight.
Julius there with Mike Conley. Back to Julius for three, and he missed it. Melo, that was time, but Diabate saved it with the putback. That's what we want to see from Musa.
Damn, Con can nipple miss that easy shot? Come on, man.
It's coming.
Come on.
His offense gonna come alive.
Yeah, Charlotte's down by
The
18.
this just downright bad.
Oh, 14. Charlotte down by 14.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's no
They
other way.
still within striking distance, though. Fourth quarter basketball. Charlotte Hornet is still within striking distance. Down 14, 90-76. But they just got to, get up on their horse and gallop. That's all it is to it. There's nothing else to tell them. Fight, fight, fight. Miles Bridges did into the deficit.
That's right.
If Charlotte can get this to a single-digit game by the 10-minute mark, then it's on and cracking. So let's see if they can reach that goal. Single deficit at the 10-minute mark.
Well, I believe it.
Oh, wait, I mean 9-minute mark. Excuse me.
So let's see
Not
if they
10 minutes.
can reach
9
that goal. It's 90-78. 3-ball. Minnesota, they catch a break. McNeely gets the rebound. They find Lamelo Ball. Lamelo has it. Lamelo back to McNeely to Miles. Miles Bridges back to McNeely. 3-ball. I'm glad that he shot it now.
Charlotte Hornets get the ball back, right?
Yeah.
McNeely is officially trash. I'm going to say that now.
I said that. I said I don't know what's going on
I'm
with
saying,
McNeely.
I'm saying, I was going to, Thunder called him a summer league wonder, so I was giving him an extra few games to get it together.
Enough. I seen right away. I said, wait a minute, something don't look right. But I mean, with the Hornets now, I'm saying they made a mistake, pulling him out the summer league anyway. They should have let him keep playing, just like, I don't know if they did that. Maybe they did that because they thought that he was getting too much burn over Con Knippel. Because he, I don't know if he was in Con Knippel's way. Obviously, it's in their best interest for Con to do it than fucking McNeely to be the guy. So when they sat McNeely, Con Knippel started to go off. If people don't remember, Con Knippel did not have he didn't get off out the gates right away in the summer league. McNeely got out the gates right away. He was looking like the guy. And then McNeely said, all right, McNeely, come on, don't play no more. Once he stopped playing, then they woke up.
That's a good observation right there, Clay. Very good observation.
Yeah, so I don't know if they sacrificed McNeely in order to elevate Con to get him where he needed to be. So that's why I'm starting to think they should have let McNeely continue to flow. Who knows what stats or analytics they use to do something like that. But McNeely is clearly, paying for it.
And he wasn't injured, right?
No.
So they sat him like if he was Ace Bailey or somebody.
Basically, yeah, they sat him. Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah, they sat him like he was a top pick. Like we seen all we needed to see. That's how they. And that's what they did. Like they should have kept him out there to keep developing.
Well, I guess Greensboro would take care of that. That would be Greensboro's chore.
Yeah, I believe Greensboro. That's where he gonna end up.
But I don't think he's gonna end up there if you have an issue going on with with Miller. You know, that's a big problem. No Brandon Miller.
They can always get somebody else for free agency.
We'll see. You said they could always get somebody else free agency. We got to see. Fourth quarter basketball, man. It's winning time.
Well, the Hornets is dent into the deficit. Not much, but they have made a dent in the deficit, and that's a start, right? Because the most important journey to 1,000-mile trip is the first step.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
They need to stop here for sure.
For sure. Fourth quarter. We got they get it. LaMelo Ball with the board. 12-point game. LaMelo finds McNeely. And then Minnesota with a game
Oh
plan.
my God!
It's
Look at this
92-78.
retarded ass shit.
LaMelo Ball. The score is 92-78.
Ah, that
Miller
hurt.
with a floater, and he couldn't convert it, but he puts it back and he scores it. So it's 80-92. 8:40 to go. Here goes Mike Conley. And this dude McDaniels, he just put it up
Okay,
over
that was a quick score
McMillan.
for the Hornets. Oh my God, they give it right back. At least they scored it quick. That's a good thing for the Hornets. Both teams are scoring in flashes, so not too much time is running off the clock.
Diabate going to the line. That's what a lot of teams should do. Just send Diabate to the line.
Well, today he's pretty good from the line.
Yeah. But if I was an opposing team, that's what I would do. Instead of allowing him to dunk and do all this shit, just send his ass to the line. It's 94-80. Diabate on a big free throw.
Well, right now he's shooting 100% from the line. I don't know if they want to do it tonight.
Yeah.
Diabate is 100% from the free throw line.
Yeah, he clearly been working on his free throws. That's clear.
Let's see if he stay at 100% because sometimes when you mention it, you jinx it.
Yeah.
Who the hell they bring? Oh, that's Gobert. I was going to say, who the hell is that? Gobert done gained some weight.
Yeah. He said Gobert
I
gave
thought that was
weight.
Tom Gibson. Yeah, I thought that was Tom Gibson for a minute. I'm glad they took McNeely out. Ugh, what a great move from Charles Lee.
Yeah, they got to do something about him. It's 80, they 94-82.
Diabate 100% from the line tonight.
Yeah. 8 points, 2 or 4 from the field. Oh. LaMelo with it. LaMelo back to James. Back to Khan. And they nearly lose it. LaMelo got 13, 7, 8 assists, 1 steal. Miles Bridges 27.7 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. LaMelo Ball inbounding. He kicks it to Sion, but they turned it over. God damn it. Oh, big alley oop there with Gobert and a foul.
That was a miscommunication between Lamelo and Sion because was supposed to be just because those are Sion and
96-82. Sexton needs to be back in the game. We got a big game going on right now. Huge game. 8-0. Let's see what's gonna happen in this game, y'all. Let me give you some stat lines again. Con Knuckle just 5 tonight. Trey Mann 12. Diabate with 8. That'll give you Sexton had 9 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. For Minnesota, no Anthony Edwards, but Mike Conley had 5 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, and a steal. DiVincenzo with 12 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Rudy Gobert, 13 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and a block. Julius Randle with 26 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. McDaniels got 11 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Rob Dillingham tonight, 4 points, 2 assists, and a steal. Nas Reed, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Shannon Jr., 2 points. Clark, 4 points. Bones Highland came in off the bench with 3. So decent production all around the board here. McNeely, 0 points in 8 minutes, 2 rebounds. Even T. John came in and did a little something. So we got the only people who didn't play tonight is Plumlee and Connington. That's the only Charlotte Hornets that we didn't get a chance to see tonight. This should be a good game. I'm predicting a strong close.
McNeely, Con Nipple, Copeburn, Plumlee, and Pat Cummins.
Yeah. Julius Randle and Miles is the leading scorers tonight. Julius with 26, Miles with 27. Some tells me that Julius at least could be the difference maker. You know, Miles, that's why I said look at Miles' numbers. He should be affecting the game a little bit more. Like, I think Julius infect the game more than Miles. But Miles still would get these kind of points and things like I'm just saying. I mean, Miles should be a better player than he is, in my opinion. But Lamelo didn't really explode tonight. Sion with it. Back to Con. To Sion James, back to Con Knuckle, top of the key 3, and that's off. I'm surprised that Lamelo didn't do nothing crazy tonight. You had, oh my goodness, Nas Reed with the big alley oop. That was a reverse alley. That was 99-82. Usually Lamelo, you know, when he got Anthony Edwards in attendance, I'm surprised he didn't want to put on the show tonight. Lamelo to the cup, and he was fouled. 99-82. Yeah, it's starting to feel like the Hornets might be a dead end situation, man. I don't think they're gonna ever do anything. Since I blame Lee for Melo's cold streak and Brandon, you got to blame somebody. It's usually the coach. And the Hornets right now, they falling off, man. They starting to get it. They're hanging on the ropes. This game is in the balance right now. Get Charlotte playing games. Here we go. Here goes Minnesota. Mike Conley, the veteran. Picked up by the rookie Sion. Back to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Oh, come on. This guy just knocked the hell out of Sion. That's an offensive foul. Thank you. McDaniels just came in and just threw this guy around. We can't do that. 99-84. I feel like the Hornets just came here and laid down. They don't ever got Anthony Edwards and they beat you down like this. They sitting Lamelo. Lamelo must not be right. What the hell are you sitting Lamelo for? What I mean, I don't know if he was. What the hell is going on? They losing. Back to Sion to Khan. Miles Bridges has it. Side step 3, and that's money. There we go, Miles. That was a big 3 ball from Bridges. Bridges got 30 points, 6 of 11. Hornets down 12. Can the Hornets make this a game? Nas Reed with it picked up by Miles. Back to Conley. Trey Mann all on Conley. Screen. Pass. Gobert. Big dunk. He wanted a foul. 6:15 to go in the fourth. Here comes Trey. Trey Mann with it back to Con. They kick it out to Miles. Miles putting the moves on him. To Trey. To Sion. 3. Money. Hornets starting to hit the 3. It's 90 to 101. Conley with it to Gobert. They find Conley. 3-ball Minnesota, and they couldn't convert it. Here comes Trey Mann. Trey Mann with the ball. Trey Mann has it crossing half court. Trey Mann, good pass. And good kick out to Diabate. So the Hornets done cut it. They're on a 10-2 run. So they cut it to under 9 with Lamelo on the bench. The ball is definitely moving. Crazy game going on right now. Nova now says they were moving the ball fast, passing. Now they stopped and got stagnant. They're starting to wait. The ball is moving a little bit better now. So that's what I'm noticing. Charlotte, they got a lot of things they got to work on, man. That's just evident. I know that we want everything to happen, for Charlotte, but it sometimes don't go down like that. But LaMelo's on the bench. Bridges with 30. He put up a 30 popper, y'all. So give him props. He definitely deserves some props. We're coming back from commercial break. Hornets done cut this thing down. Shout out to everybody in the chat. It's Flight Sports TV. Charlotte Hornets live. Let's see what the Hornets could do out here. There we go. It's 101-92. McDaniels with the ball. Picked up by Khan. Let's see if the Hornets could keep making a push into this game. Gobert has it. 3-ball. DiVincenzo just hit a 3. And then he looked like he put on a LaMelo celebration. See, these are all the things that I'm paying attention to. Trey Mann with it. Minnesota back up 12. Trey Mann step back, and that's money. The Hornets, they trying to fight. I just don't know how much time they got. Time is not on their side. And it's pretty weird. They're electing to sit LaMelo during this time. I tell you what, Charles Lee, he is not afraid to pull LaMelo from the game. I'm telling you. Most coaches wouldn't do something like this. But he want. I think he truly wants to prove that he can sit LaMelo and they're gonna be able to win. I really think in his head he believes that. He believes that they don't need LaMelo in order to win. They could figure it out. They could figure it out without him. We got a crazy game going on right now. Crazy game. Something going on though. Yep, here we go. It's 107.95. Oh man, Hornets in trouble. Hornets are in trouble. 3:39 to go. They down 15. It's looking like they Charles Lee has thrown in the white flag, whatever you want to call it, the towel. That's what it looked like it's just happened. That's just sad, what's going on. Charlotte Hornets, man, to get beat down like this with Edwards on the bench. I mean, that's just like, what the hell? It wasn't supposed to go down like this. I don't know what the hell has happened to the Hornets, man. But I told y'all. Then they got Utah tomorrow. Do you really think that they're gonna beat Utah? So these are the things that you got to start to think about yourself right now. Everybody rolling into Charlotte think they're gonna beat Charlotte. Charlotte got to go get some respect. They got to make a trade, man. That's what I said that already. The Hornets need to go. Listen, Zion and the Pelicans they haven't won one game yet. The situation going on with Ja. It's time to make a move, man. What you got draft picks, you hit a little bit on this draft. You got things. It's time to utilize these things to get better. Lamelo has played well enough this season, for you to do something like that. He deserved to have a competitive team. Miles has been playing well. See if you can get him without giving up Miles. I think with Zion, I think you got to give up Miles. But if you can get Ja and keep Miles and Miller and Lamelo, go for it. Give up who you might have. Shit, I'm telling you now, people gonna want this rookie Kalkbrenner. I'm just letting you know right now, Kalkbrenner's a guy that's looking pretty attractive out there. I'm not saying that you give him up, but the Hornets got pieces, to make something happen if they really wanted to. If they wanted to get Zion, they could do something. They could put a compelling package on the table for New Orleans. You bring Zion home, to the Carolinas with LaMelo, and then you roll the dice from there. Let's see what happens. Zion, it's not like Zion had the most success in the playoffs either, but he's been to the playoffs. And you come into the East, where the East is not no walk in the park, but I mean, it's not going to be as tough as it is in the West. Trying to at least get to the playoffs. Trey Mann converted all of them. This game is over with. Basically, you got LaMelo on the bench. I don't know what was behind that, but other than possibly the nurse, maybe an injury or something. Melo may not be 100%, but he still went out and played, and he took a big hit by Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert blocked his shot pretty tough. $110.97. We got 250 to go on the phone. Oh, Trey Man behind the back. Yeah, wow, man. I know he ain't bringing Lamelo in this lane. What kind of pass was that? $110.97.
Game.
What'd you say?
If they can get it to a 10-point game with 2 minutes of it,
Yeah,
you
they
got a
bring
chance.
Lamelo in the game. You said it's a 10-point
All
game.
they need is 3.
It's 11. It'd be 11-point game, right?
Yeah, with Colbert and free throw.
Yeah, with this fruit, no, he made him.
All you need is 3 threes, right?
I mean, that's easier said than
So
done.
3 stops.
You need stop. Yeah, I was about to say you need stops, and that's the problem. Here we go. Oh, Conley hit a 3. So you're never gonna be successful like this. 113.99. Trey. No, he couldn't convert it. There goes Conley. Conley gives it to Gobert.
They're done, right?
It is done. I know it's over.
Yeah, they're done.
Oh, I did not tell you the losses was gonna start the stockpile. So then that's what's happening.
Yeah, they done it. They couldn't get the stop. It's gonna be a long season for the Hornets.
Very long season.
If you can't beat these playoff teams every now and then, you're gonna have a.
Yeah, you gotta at least get them. Yeah, every now and then is right, especially without Edwards. You know, Edwards probably laughing at them. I mean, these bums, Charlotte, they ain't da 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 da. He probably talking big shit. I'm surprised Lamelo didn't bring it tonight. And the Hornets ain't bring it. But I mean, they'll see them again. They'll be taking a trip to Minnesota later. Shout out to Jessica in the chat. It says, "I'm amazed at this coach. How ass can you be?" Yeah, it's definitely one of those. Crazy game. Here we go. Yeah, the Hornets look like that is over with.
How you feel about that fight?
What about them losing?
No, about them having 5 Caucasian players taking up slots.
No.
And I don't think the last time that the NBA had that many Caucasians on one team was before the integration.
That's a good question, man.
I mean, they need to remove some of them people and put some dogs up in there in those slots. I'm going to keep Ryan Colbert and I'm going to keep Con Connect. That's it.
Yeah, that's about it. Definitely Ryan. You got to keep Ryan that deserved his keep. But he ain't, like I said, he's gonna get better. But you said they do got a lot going on out here. He said, I got to get some dogs in there. I mean, right now you got Knipple and Cockburn out there.
That's the only
Yeah, it's
one
gonna
that
be
keep.
a long season for Charlotte. Just like I said in the beginning of the season, when a lot of people was calling me a hater, I'm just calling it as I see it. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching basketball for damn near what, almost 50 years.
Yeah. The only thing I'm just shocked at is, this shit is crazy. I'm just shocked at the Hornets, man. I thought that they
They
would
had
show
a
a little bit
halftime
more
lead.
fight.
Yeah, they
Why they keep stopping the game? The game's over. Look how many timeouts we need to prolong this situation? The Charlotte Hornets, man, this is a bad year. It's not. This is not a good brand of basketball.
oh shit, flight unfolds again.
Nah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can't.
I don't know. I froze. I'm straight here with you. It's been a tumultuous game. Is,
I
is
wouldn't
that
call it
right?
tumultuous.
Is that what call it tumultuous? What the hell you call it,
It's just,
Dax?
it's just that Minnesota just realized that, hey man, we can beat these guys because nobody fears Charlotte. 6 point lead,
Nobody.
nobody fears it. Okay, 6 point lead. Okay, cool. We're on the road. Let's play some good playoff basketball and beat these guys. I mean, come on, they put McNeely on the court against us. Can you believe that?
Yeah, they're not gonna let that go. Well, I mean, listen, they married to him now. You know
I
that's
mean,
what they
can
did
you?
with. They're gonna have to do him like they did T. John. You just got to
Can,
continue to throw him out there. I ain't gonna
can
lie,
you
T.
imagine?
John. He look. I ain't gonna. McNally look a little bit better than T. John look.
Okay,
T. John was looking lost.
flight, flight.
What?
Can you imagine what Coach Fitz told his team at halftime? Down
No.
six to this team after losing to the Lakers in the buzzer beater at home. Can you imagine what that conversation was like in that locker room?
That's a good question. There we go, Trey. 122, 105. Scion for three. And they didn't count it. This kid Scion can shoot it. You got to keep him too. You gotta keep him too. He might could be moved in the deal. You never know. I'm just saying, the Hornets got players that's attractable. That's why I'm saying they could really make a trade. You could put Scion in a deal for Ja. You put McNeely in there, put T. John, and figure the shit out. Shit, get the job done. Trade all these motherfuckers, man. You do whatever you have to do.
He said dump all of them up wholesale.
Yeah, do whatever you have to do. Uh, Crazy game.
I just it's just a head cruncher to think that Charles Lee, the way that he's coaching, believes he
Timberwolves beat them 122, 105. So I guess Miles was the player to give them a game, to give the game that we thought we would see. This is just crazy. I'm shocked that the Hornets lost like this. And they didn't really give the fight that I thought that they would give. I think that's what's more troubling about the situation. The effort. Whenever you question effort, it's something that you never wanna question. Hornets tonight, they look like they look disinterested. Miles the only one who came to play. The Hornets didn't play with that desperation like they needed this win. They needed it at all costs. They played like if they win, they win. Whatever happens, happens. But the Hornets really pissed this one away. And they got nobody but themselves to blame. We could get into rotations. We could get into Charles. But at the end of the day, guys just got to come out and perform and play better. This is why, and like I said, Colin Sexton, who knows what we're gonna see? But just because you think Utah coming here and wipe their ass off the floor. You have Laurie Markkinen and these people. He just put up a 50 piece. So Utah got Kessler. They got players that can come here and give us some issues. And Charlotte, if they want to, they just, like I said, they would check in and out of games. You can't do that against nobody in this league. Nobody. We can't look at other teams like, oh, they playing the Jazz. I mean, the Jazz looking like, oh, we playing the Hornets. That's how people look. The way people look at the Hornets is the way people look at us like a bottom feeder. They look at the Hornets like they're a bottom feeding team. And they could just come to Charlotte and walk them down and do whatever the hell they want to do. And we're seeing it firsthand, But we shall see, y'all. Nonetheless, it's Flight Sports. You already know what it is. We back with you. Give credit to the Charlotte Hornets tonight, man. They should have had a better outing, but clearly that wasn't the case. But it's neither here nor there. Listen, man, we got a back-to-back. Tomorrow night is going to be epic against the Utah Jazz. Make sure you hit the like button if you're new. Most definitely hit the subscribe button. You already know what it is. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.